네, 안녕하세요. 백구입니다. 오늘 영상에서 소개해드릴 트레이더는 데이비드라는 해외 트레이더로 한 달 전 1,400달러에서 약 13만 달러, 수익률 8만 700%를 달성을 하였고요. 최근 바이비트 대회를 우승을 하면서 본인의 트레이딩 팁을 소개하고 있습니다. 데이비드는 트레이딩을 전업으로 하기보다는 서브로 가져가는 것을 권장을 하고 있고요. 그러기 위해 우리가 가져가야 할 마음가짐이 무엇인지에 대해서도 이번 영상에서 말을 합니다.
What's up, guys? Today's the day. Gonna get the Tesla. So decided to take the 40,000 from Bybit and doubled it. Decided to upgrade myself to an S model here, so pretty excited.
Everybody, Degen David D here. As you heard, what are some advice, what are some tips that I can share with you here today? And what I'm here to tell you is that I'm going to share with you 3 things that should be able to help you guys having more success with trades and overall just better understanding for where you guys are at. Tip number 1, patience. There's a saying, you must have patience. How many of you guys want to go out there and get paid? Well, the key here is you have to have patience. And part of what goes into that is setting yourself up for a trading strategy. And we talk about this all the time in the live sessions. As a matter of fact, I shared this on my Twitter that I recently started within the community. This was a post June 28th. So as you guys can see on this particular post, translated into this chart here, what I have drawn here is basically different levels, levels of what we call support and levels of what we call resistance. And I've also drawn a Fibonacci tool here just to kind of give me some different levels to look at as far as potential pullbacks and where some entries could be. It played out perfectly. So how did I do that? If you look here at the sniper setups, I simply went to Injective Protocol. This is the chart of Injective Protocol. It's on the 8-hour. And if you look at my chart, it's literally the same thing on the 8-hour. Except now I have a couple of other indicators on here. And you guys, this is what's great is that many of you guys have different indicators that you use personally that you may like, Bollinger Bands, so on and so forth, money flow indicator. For me here, I've got order blocks. This is something that's newly promoted as well in the live sessions, Lux Algo. I know Craig talks about it a lot and it's been very helpful, but you guys can see here, this was strategy for the entry. And what's incredible is that you guys can see here this red wick right here. It went straight into the green box, which is a support level. And that also tied in with the Fibonacci level. And what's incredible is that it literally bounced perfectly. And that was essentially a 14% move. So at 10x leverage, that's 140%. At 5x leverage, that's 70% in profits. So the key here is just don't worry about chasing these pumps. There's always going to be some new setups. There's so many different coins, thousands of different coins. Number 2, learn something new every single day. And there's another part to this. Not only learn something new every single day, but write it down. So I practice what I preach. As a matter of fact, I have some examples here. This is a book that I have called the Full Focus Planner. I can't live without this book. It's literally saved me so much time. But you know, like for example, the crazy week that I had here, I'm taking notes constantly. I've got my schedule down. You know, I'm constantly taking notes. I'm writing things down. I've got a yellow pad here as well. They say using a yellow pad to take notes, so important. But why do I say this? Because there's almost new things that you can learn every single day, and that's an option. And how do you know that you're retaining that information? A lot of people actually don't retain information that they see. They only retain information that they write down. So write it down, but also revisit them. So for example, you know, every night, if I can, I'll take my journal, or I'll take anything I've taken notes on and just try to remember what they were. Why did I write them down? And that way I can kind of internalize it, because over time I'm going to internalize those things and essentially they're part of who I am now, you know, as far as like indicators or anything in trading, learning certain things. They say if you're constantly writing things down and you memorize them, then essentially you're erasing the drawing board and you can allow new things and new goals and new things that you want to learn for wherever your goals are. The great thing that you guys can do too is your trading journal. You know, make sure that you guys are documenting everything in your trading career. Number 3, consistency. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you guys consistent, and do you have something practical that you do on a daily basis that is allowing you to achieve your goals and your dreams, right? So for me personally, you know that I'm busy. I run a business. I've got a lot of time that's soaked up in there. A music hobby, I've got kids, I've got family, I've got responsibilities. I'm doing trading on a part-time basis, and I've been able to see a lot of success. And maybe a lot of you are wondering, how does he do it, and how I make my decisions when it comes to trading. The first thing I do is I get up usually around 7 in the morning. The first thing I'm doing is I'm checking the shows. And then what do? I go straight to my chart, and I'm drawing out the levels, the resistance, the support, the Fibonacci's. Obviously, I have my own indicators, but you can see very closely here that I also have the same levels mapped out here. Again, it gives me the main lens to look at, and then now I'm coming in, giving it another look, and it allows me to make that decision. And then what's the best part after that is that we have the live sessions at 9:15, and these are every day, Monday through Friday. We talk about these setups. Maybe there's some new setups that I didn't even think about or I wasn't even paying attention to. And the live sessions is just kind of like an advanced trading session where you can learn more different setups. A lot of times we'll all take the trades together and we all win together, right? And then sometimes the trades don't go the way we want them to, and we all get stopped out together, but we're all learning together. And that's what's the most important thing, right? So that's kind of my daily regimen. And I think this is something that everybody can do. It's no secret. You know, if you do this once a week, then you're probably not going to see the results that I see. But if you do this every single day or every day that you can, I can promise you there's going to be some differences in your trading. And my hope is for it to be a success. The key here, guys, is being consistent and implementing something that's going to work, a strategy that becomes a habit. And there's a saying, it takes 21 days to create a habit. So you may do this for a week, you may do this for a couple of weeks, but the goal here is to do it for 21 days and then test yourself and track your trades and see how your trades are doing with this new strategy, guys.